National Awards with acting credits like Shine, Pirates of the Caribbean, Shakespeare in Love, and The King's Speech. What would you say is your most memorable role?
I don't know, it's hard to judge them, but you know, because Sophie and I are here promoting The Book Thief, that's a film that's a story about storytelling in very difficult circumstances. And as an actor, I like throwing myself into different and unusual circumstances where the stories are unpredictable and weird and wild and wonderful. So I don't have particular favorites.
And what do you think is unique about acting in a film that was first a book?
I've done that a few times, and I couldn't tell you how many. But, you know, like Les Miserables I was in. You have to honor the integrity of the original work, but at the same time you are also creating, like with The Book Thief, you are taking a 580-page novel and you've got 100 pages of screenplay where people will watch it in 2 hours. Sophie was saying the other night she only read The Book Thief as a novel long after the film. She really worked off the screenplay. So they're two different kind of forms. Hopefully for the fans of the book we fulfill their expectations, but it's now a film which is a different language.
And what was your process in preparing for the role?
I think for me as an actor it was an opportunity to play something that felt very different to what I'd done before. And I basically didn't want to act. And because I had this extraordinary person as my colleague, I followed her discovery of the story, which is what happens in the narrative. So I reacted, and I found myself responding to her imaginative input rather than imposing something outside, you know.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you. And Sophie, how did you get involved with the film The Book Thief?
I got a call to do a self-tape, and at that time I was really doing it for fun. I really auditioned for the pleasure, not knowing at all I would even get another chance, a callback, and because I was training, I was doing gymnastics at national level, and I got a call back, and I read the script, and I thought it was amazing, really. And then I got a third audition in Berlin with these other 5 girls, and then I got the movie, and I was thrilled. I was really happy.
That's awesome. So how did you prepare for the role? Did you read some of the book? Or?
We don't really learn any of the Holocaust subjects in school, so I did have to. Well, my grandma was, I think she hid Jews at that time, so she talked to me a little bit about it, and my grandpa also went in concentration camp, so I knew a little bit about it, and I also watched a lot of movies like Schindler's List, The Reader, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, The Pianist, so that's pretty much where I learned on the Holocaust.
And what was it like working with phenomenal actor Geoffrey?
I have to say I was really stressed at the beginning because he is a great actor, and I was like, what if he thinks I'm bad? You know, what if he just like, why did we hire this little girl? She's terrible. But he's extremely nice, and on the first day he made me feel like if I was at home, and I was really comfortable. And I mean, even if it's a really dark subject, it's really sad, he would always bring the atmosphere up, and when we were not shooting the scene and we were rehearsing, it was so fun and we would laugh, and I learned so much of him just acting and seeing him perform, and he's a great guy.
That's great. Well, thanks so much. It was nice to meet you, Sophie.
Thank you.